I think Donald Trump is wrong because most people who heard from China after World War II never registered, just entered America. Others registered, others didn't register. So when you are born in America by 1952, you're already an American.
Welcome once again to Wamba TV. Today we are so happy to be having a very distinguished guest. We have Honorable Mugisa Musa Mujungu, and we are here in Bundubujo, the western part of Uganda, and also in the western part of Bundubujo. Welcome on the show, Honorable Mugisa Musa.
Thank you very much. I'm called Honorable Mugisa Mujungu Musa, a district councillor in Bundubujo district, in the western slopes of Mount Rwenzori, bordering DRC. DRC is the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Honorable Musa, you're so many things. You're honorable in the district council of Bundubujo district. You're also a member of the district executive for Bundubujo district. You're also an advisor to the king. You're very many things. How do you manage to handle all these things at the same time?
Okay, I handle them because I'm a man of high caliber. My king, Omudingi wa Bwamba, Lieutenant Colonel Martin Oyonji Kamia Omudingi wa Bundubujo, our king in this area, just selected me because of my caliber. I'm a man of high integrity. He selected me to be one of his special advisors. And then now, our LC5 Chairman Robert Bakunirwa also selected me to be a member of the district executive committee. I'm now heading the Secretary for Finance, Planning, Administration, Works and Technical Services in this district. I'm heading all these jobs. I find it easier for me because I find them just daily to daily life. I just find no problem heading these jobs, these sectors. I find it okay. There's no problem with that.
You happen to be the Secretary for Finance and Administration in the District Council. Yesterday, actually the other day, I was having as in a meeting where the RDC was part of the meeting, and he was saying at the moment he's a Salongo. He's now an RDC of 2 districts. I congratulate your executive for such a milestone of attaining Uganda district. It's not an easy thing as an executive. I congratulate you on that, but that's not where we are. That's not where. Now, recently, the president of the United States, His Excellency Donald Trump, issued an executive order. And in that order, he was very specific about the birthright citizenship. His thinking was, you cannot be an American citizen if you were born to parents who are not legally Americans. Or if you were born in America to parents whose citizenship is temporary. I personally understand him, but he has received backlash from all over the world. And people like you who have studied history, who have been in this world for some time and gotten time to understand all these citizenship issues. What do you have to say about that? Is Trump wrong or right?
I think Donald Trump is wrong because most people who heard from China after World War II never registered, just entered America. Others registered, others didn't register. So when you are born in America by 1952, you're already an American.
So, Honorable, you're not trying to say that the President of the United States is wrong?
He's wrong. I condemn him.
Sure.
Because now, for example,
he's virtually the president of the world.
He's not the president of the world because we have 195.
We believe that he's always right.
No, he's not always right because we have 195 countries in the whole world, including Palestine and the Vatican City is called the Holy See. So 195 countries, every country has got their own flag. So a president of America cannot be a president of all the 195 flags. That is totally wrong.
So, what is your idea about citizenship?
Citizenship, I think that idea was created in 1952. Okay, the UN member, the UN was formed in 1945, headquarters in America, because today the headquarters of UN is in Manhattan Island, New York. So when they were creating the UN, it was 1945, with the first 51 states signing the UN Charter. The 50 states signed around 26th of June 1945. Then another country, Poland, signed in October that year, 1945, ending up with the 51 states signing the UN Charter 1945. So the number went on growing. 1952, there were already 97 members. 97 member states signed the UN to join the UN. But today we have 193 member states in the UN, with the 2 members which you call non-member observer states, that is Palestine and the Vatican City or the Holy See. These 2 member states are not in the UN, they are just observer states. But then in 1952, they shut down the UN, though they had 97 members. They said, how should we solve the problem of citizenship or the problem of nationality or citizenship? So they shut down. These people, the 97 members, sat in Cairo and got some discussions to define a person called a citizen of a specific country. They first sat in Cairo before they left for San Francisco to go and tackle that problem of citizenship. So in Cairo, the 97 member states, 1952, some of them who signed on behalf of Uganda, the one who signed as Prime Minister of Uganda was Andrew Cohen, Governor of the Republic of Uganda. The one who signed on behalf of Rhodesia, now called Zimbabwe, was Douglas Ian Smith. Though Mugabe says that Douglas Ian Smith was a British fugitive hailing from England to come and form an interim government in Rhodesia when he's a white but not an African. So when they signed this convention in Cairo, 1952, they declared that any person born in a specific country by 52 is a citizen of that country. That what was signed in Cairo.
So what was signed in Cairo, did it give specifics about the actual nationality of the parents?
Yes, but those people who are, okay, there's a difference between nationality and citizenship. By citizenship, just by when you are born there, your great-grandparents are born there, you are a nationality of that country. But citizenship, you can acquire it through registration, or by what? By birth, but not by, there's that difference. I think we get the difference between nationality and citizenship. So if you are born in a specific country, you're already a citizen of that country. That's why we had Asians in Uganda who are sent away by Idi Amin Dada on the 4th of August 1972. Amin claimed that they were not Ugandans because they had curly hair. They were Asians by origin, most of them hailing from Pakistan, India, that they were not Africans. So Idi Amin Dada had to deal away with them in 1972 to send them away from Uganda, Africa, to go and look for the accommodation maybe in England or Pakistan or where else. Though he claimed that he compensated them, I don't know how far true it is, but it's just like that. Idi Amin did it before that year.
So, like you said, in that UN convention, it's Governor Andrew Cohen who signed on behalf of Uganda.
Not Apromito. Okay, the first Prime Minister of Uganda was Sir Benedicto Kiwanuka. He was a Prime Minister from 1961-62. When we got independence and the multi-party system, Milton Obote became the first Prime Minister under multi-party in 1962.
So that means if the person who signed on behalf of Uganda wasn't actually a Ugandan.
No, he was a white.
So how does a convention where the one who represented Uganda wasn't even a Ugandan, how does it bind Uganda?
Those who were imperialists, they were colonialists. They were colonists. Okay, colonists. The Union Jack was flying by then. Union Jack, you know, it is the flag of England. It was flying. So those people representing the British government were signing on behalf of our interests, which we never allowed. We never allowed these people to sign over our interests. That's why I've told you that Douglas and Smith signed on behalf of the Rhodesians. Rhodesians called Zimbabwe. It was not right for Douglas and Smith to sign, and it was not right for Andrew Benjamin Cohen, I think his sad name was called Benjamin, Sir Andrew Benjamin Cohen, to sign on behalf of Uganda. They should have waited for our Prime Minister, Apollo Milton Obote, to sign the convention. So these people, they did it earlier, maybe to take advantage over our land, our property. I don't know, maybe it could be the case. That's what Mugabe complained, that he never signed on behalf of Rhodesia, that this country is not Rhodesia, it is not called Zimbabwe. That me as Mugabe, my signature is not there of 1952 convention, because it is another person who signed on behalf Rhodesia, and he was a white, a fugitive from England. That he, Mugabe, personally is a Rhodesian, is a Zimbabwe, his signature is not there. He never signed. He says these people are taking advantage of our property, our land in Africa, to sign on our behalf.
So I think he was right.
I think he was right, yeah. He was right.
So why didn't Uganda also contest that convention?
Okay. Nobody claimed. It is Idi Amin Dada who found out that these people who are non-Africans, the Jews, the Israelites, he had to force them to evict Uganda immediately, because he said the Jews are non-Ugandans. They should go back to their country, to Israel.
Oh,
he said,
so that's why he sent away the Asians.
Yeah, he sent the Asians on the 4th of July, no, 4th of August 1972. That's when Idi Amin Dada dreamt that God had ordered him to send away all non-Ugandans from Uganda, mostly the Asians.
Which God was that?
This God, I mean it's God. That he had dreamt under the command of God to send away the Asians, because they had curly hair, they were Asians, and their skin was not the same.
They were not black.
They were not black. Their hair was not the same as African hair. So I had to begin that move on the 4th of August 1972. Immediately he took over the government. 1 year later, he had to send these people away from his country.
Were you there during Amin's regime?
Yes, I was there.
Yeah, if you were, because most people know about Amin as a very bad person. Would you support him?
Idi Amin Dada of Uganda, of this country, Uganda, East Africa, most people call him a dictator. But I think, though he's a dictator, partially was a dictator because he's a government. He ruled over decree. I think you know the word decree.
Yeah. Because
by then there was no parliament in Uganda.
Everything is order from above.
Order from above. To declare that today I want this, that's a decree. Order from the president. So it's just like this democratic country we have today, democratic government. Any RM government is democratic. So Amin was not ruling according to the democratic governments. He had no parliament. All his ministers were brigadiers. I remember 1976, I was in Kampala. 1976, 70, up to 79, I was working in the Uganda Muslim Supreme Council. Okay, I used to swim with Idi Amin Dada at Sheraton Hotel. I used to swim with him personally. But I remember most of his ministers, Brigadier Moses Ali by then, because Idi Amin Dada, who made him a brigadier, was Minister of Finance. Brigadier Ali Fadour was Minister of Local Government, another brigadier. Most of the brigadiers, to qualify to become a minister, you had to be a brigadier and given that ministerial position. I remember Major General Isaac Mungu, he was a number one to Idi Amin Dada. He was a Congolese, not a Ugandan.
Hey.
Yes. And a musician. I remember he used to play solo guitar when we were dancing. Major General Isaac Mungu. Most of his cabinet ministers were brigadiers. Yeah. So, to be called a dictator, sometimes I could see he used to move freely in Uganda without escorts. Though he could antagonize those people who were against his government, he could kill them.
But apart from the killing, if for example, for now we are in a democracy at the moment, but don't you sometimes think that it's important to be a dictator?
No, it's not good. Okay, to be a good leader in a third world country, for me, if I was given the chance to advise our president, Kaguta Museveni, he's a good leader. I would advise him at least 75% to be democratic, or 80% to be democratic, and something like 15% to put their dictatorial rule. To manage Africa, it's good to put there something like 15%, because we Africans, we don't understand. We have to listen to our president.
Actually, before you can proceed, you know, Africans have a tendency of copying things that don't apply. For example, in the US, President Trump, when he became president recently, he closed the USAID. And if you look at the sentiments within the US, that organization was an organization that was set up by the Senate, and under normal circumstances it was supposed to have been discussed. Like if we had to put it under the circumstances of Uganda, it was supposed to be an organization that could only be closed by parliament. But the president just closed it, and but here in Africa, if somebody does that, you would say he's a dictator. Sometimes dictatorship is good.
Yeah, sometimes. I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
But Trump, most of his orders, you see, when you are a president, you have to consult your parliament. Okay, in America they call it their parliament is called, it is in the Capitol building. Capitol is that the place where the parliament exists in America.
Yeah.
It is on Capitol Hill. So the Parliament of America is called Congress.
Yeah.
Congress has two houses. The first House of Senators, where all the senators, 100 senators sit. Two representatives from every state, because there are 50 states. So two senators per state, however big or small it is. There are two senators times 50 states, that's 100 senators. Then we have the House of Members of Representatives. A member of representative here in Uganda, we call him member of parliament. The British government call him member of parliament. So in America, they have 457 445 members of the House of Representatives. In America, those are 445 members permanent. Permanent, according to the 1910 census in America. 430. I want to check. 400 something. Yeah. Those are permanent, according to the 1910 census. So when you're president of the United States of America, you have to consult your Congress, the Parliament of America, what you should do. Maybe to send people to Afghanistan, to send people to go and fight overseas. But Trump has never at any one time. Trump does not. First, he has to get prayer permission from the Parliament of the United States of America to send troops abroad. Can't you see?
Yeah.
Because most Americans have been complaining that the former president of America sent troops to this country, I don't know, Ukraine, to go and assist the people of Ukraine to fight Russia. Most people died there on the border of Hungary to Ukraine. Then the Americans condemned President Biden, for having sent troops to Ukraine to go and assist Ukraine
without consulting
the Congress. So I think that's a fatal mistake to send troops as a president. Though, okay, a president is always the commander-in-chief of any specific country, just like how President Kaguta Museveni is commander-in-chief of the Republic of Uganda. Whatever he does, he consults the parliament. Our president of Uganda consults our parliament first. He does not do things illegally.
Sometimes a president may want to consult the parliament, and then the parliament refuses, and yet it is something that should be done.
Okay, if the parliament refuses, they send the bill to the president. If the president dislikes it, it's called vetoing. Vetoing the bill. The president sends the bill again back to the parliament. So if the parliament don't want to come to a consensus sort of way, the parliament has an executive order sign the bill, to let the bill be signed because he's the commander-in-chief. Okay, all those powers, global-wide, even in America, the president of America can veto a bill.
Yeah.
Even the president of Uganda can veto a bill if he thinks it is right because he's the commander-in-chief of that specific country. He has the powers, but first he primarily consults the parliament for approval.
So let's go back to the UN Convention,
yeah,
for the Declaration of Citizenship.
Yeah.
Would you advise other countries to take the step Donald Trump has taken in the US?
No. I don't advise other countries to do it. Because 1952, when this thing was signed, that when you are born, by 1952, in America or to other countries, you are already an American citizen. That's why Barack Hussein Obama, born in America on the 4th of August 1961, became president of the United States of America. Because his father hailed from the eastern shores of Lake Victoria, Kogero, Hussein Obama Sr., the son of Onyango. Onyango was a traditional herbsman, rearing sheep. So when this younger boy, Hussein Obama Sr., the father of Barack Obama, went to America, Hawaii, he befriended Anne Dunham, a blonde girl, tall hair. So that girl produced the mother of Barack Hussein Obama, later to become president, produced this younger boy in Queen Capiolano Hospital. So when he produced his birthright, his birth certificate, born on the American soil, definitely became an American citizen. Because when you are born in America, you are already a citizen. And though his father was a Kenyan.
And that's what Donald Trump doesn't want. If you're to be a US citizen by birth, you have to be born to somebody who is a citizen legally.
No, but Hussein Obama was a Kenyan, gave back to Barack Obama, an American. Can't you see?
Yeah. Actually, that has always been the practice.
Kamala Harris, who was contesting as president of the United States, this lady, her mother hailed from India in 1958 to go and study. Is it in San Francisco, somewhere in Los Angeles, in San Francisco, in California, to go and study her first degree. She was an Indian. She gave birth to Kamala Harris, later to become an American citizen. Because you are born in any American hospital or American vessel worship or helicopter or any embassy, United States embassy, already an American citizen. So I think Donald Trump is just playing about with these people, just like that, bringing his own ideas. Because if you are born in America, you are already a citizen. Kamala Harris, mother hailing from India, the father of Kamala Harris hailing from Jamaica, African American, but born in the United States. Kamala Harris is already an African American citizen. Barack Obama is African American citizen because they are born in those hospitals. So long as you produce your birth certificate, you're already American citizen. So I think Donald Trump is just wasting his time trying to oppose that idea of the 1952 convention, that where you are found born by 1952, you are a citizen of that country. He's trying to oppose it. No, he's doing the wrong. He's not supposed to do it that way. When you are born, we have other people in Uganda here, Asian Ugandans, yeah, like Mukwano born in Uganda, Sudil born in Uganda. Those are Asian Ugandans. We are staying in good harmony with them.
Yeah.
They are Mukwano's sons, Sudil Karimari. I studied with him in Buinga Asian primary school. Mukwano is a son of another Karimari. Karimari, the elder brother of this Karimari Mukwano. Okay, Karimari is a general name called Mukwano. They are Pakistani Ugandan. So regardless of your current religion, what you are born in Uganda, you are an Asian, you are white, you are white. So long as you produce your birth certificate from Mulago Hospital, you are already Ugandan. So I don't see why Trump should try to send these people away, that the immigrants. His father also was an immigrant, the father of Trump. So and his grandparents. Nobody is a true American apart from the natives. The natives these days in America, they live in these called reservations, sort of internally displaced camps.
Yeah, last time I was watching the new mayor for New York City, and he was saying over 60% of New Yorkers are immigrants.
Yeah.
So you can't do away with immigrants in the
Yes,
US.
they are welcome in any specific country, because if you chase away, you don't like visitors, then you are not a good person. To chase away any visitor, whoever comes to your place, you chase him, you chase him. You don't want refugees. By the way, Uganda is number one in the whole country to host refugees.
In the whole world.
Yeah, in the whole world. People who are running away from Afghanistan, from where?
From Congo, from Rwanda,
where? Uganda. I really like
from South Sudan,
yeah,
Somalia.
Yeah. Here, I think I hail the NRM government. Okay, I hail the government of Uganda for hosting all those people who are trying to find better pastures, better life, to come and stay here in Uganda to get food.
Honorable, if by any chance you became a president of Uganda, what would you start with?
Okay, I'll never become president because I'm already old. But me,
no. What do you mean by you're already old? Okay, assuming you become a president, what do you do? What would you do?
For me, I would request to be advisor to the president of the Republic of Uganda. That's my only wish. If I have ever happened to come across your Mugisa Musa Mujungu, I would well wish to become one of his advisors to advise him on human rights, citizenship, and very others, because okay, I like him. I hate him very.
Yeah. If you became his advisor,
yeah,
what would be your first advice?
My first advice to resettle these people who are fleeing their own countries, to let them stay in Uganda.
Which one? The others one?
People who are fleeing their own countries as refugees, to allow them stay here.
Oh, okay. These are the ones from Congo, the ones from Pakistan, the ones from South Sudan.
Where, and Americans who have been chased by Donald Trump. We have our fellow brothers and sisters, African Americans, they are being chased away from America. I would advise your Mugisa Musa Mujungu to let these people come and stay in Uganda.
Yeah, you never know. The president might be watching us right now.
Yes.
So you can give him advice. You never know. He'll be watching and he say, I need to see this man.
Yes. Me, I'm a councillor in Bundibugyo district.
So what else would you advise him?
I would advise him to encourage good agriculture, because he's already encouraging people to grow more food, better agricultural techniques. That one is already in his brain. I would advise him more to continue that system of encouraging people to learn better techniques in agriculture, because our GDNP depends on agriculture.
Yeah.
And then I would advise him for better education for Ugandans, people to study more and more, to read as more books as possible. So that because reading books, you become an intellectual person, you get to know what is supposed to be done in our country. And to join the army also. I would advise most Ugandans to join the army, because if you join the army, for example, in England, Princess Diana's sons, Prince Philip, this is going to become the king. Is Williams?
Yeah.
And Prince Harry, is he Harry?
Yeah.
They are already army guys. They joined the army. They are sons of Princess Diana. They did military training. Can't you see? So I would encourage every Ugandan to do military training. Our president, Mugisa Musa Mujungu, is a general. His son is a general. And most Ugandans are army guys. I would encourage, because if you join the army, plus some degrees or diplomas which you have, you are a good citizen of the Republic of Uganda. If you join the army, I would encourage the president to allow most Ugandans to join the army, just as the Israeli government does, because the Israeli government, they have around 9 million people. The Knesset, that's the parliament of Israel. Knesset is Knesset. The Knesset is the parliament of Israel. So they force people to join the army. So so long as you reach the age of 18, it is compulsory that you join the army. Girls and boys, you have to do military training for 3 years. Girls, it is 2 years. But if you have to do combat training, you added 1 more year as a female to do all that training for 3 years, just the males do. And also Norway. Norway, they have a very little percentage population of Norway. Oslo is the capital city of Norway. So they have little percent, but most of them, by compulsory that you join the army. So I like people join the army to train the national army of the Republic of Uganda, the national army. Then from there you can go back and become a peasant. That's my own advice. That is one of my advice. I would advise him, let everybody and go military training.
Honorable, thank you so much for giving us your time. What would be your last word to the viewers of Wamba TV?
Wamba TV. I think before I go that way, I would thank Nelson Mandela, the late Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela stayed in Robben Island for 27 years. But when he was released by President W.E. Clark, very many whites thought he was going to chase them away from South Africa because we were not Africans. So they were shrinking, quaking. But when he made his first speech, said, all of you whites are forgiven you. You are born here by 1952. You are born here. I will respect that convention. Wherever you are born, you are a citizen of that country. So you whites born in South Africa, I will not chase you away. You are already Africans. You are already South Africans. I'm your president. So he stayed there on the first presidential term for only 4 years. So he left his seat and went back home. But that action, everybody in the whole world applauded it. Barack Obama, during his burial of President Nelson Mandela, was guest of honor. He was leading the delegation of the United States of America to come and bury Obama. And now they have the Nelson Mandela Foundation.
Yeah.
They are giving him a lot of money because he's a good leader. He never chased away the whites born in South Africa. He never chased out anybody. He said, all of you, we are all South Africans. We should stay together as South Africans, regardless of color, religion, what. Okay, apartheid was stopped in South Africa, but they remained brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
I really like that thing. And again, before I go away, I will speak of the Tutsi people who are in Uganda, Burundi, Congo, and Rwanda. You see, there's that clan, the Tutsi people. Most people whom they call Banyarwanda. No, they are not Banyarwandis. The Tutsi clan which is staying in Burundi, they are called Burundi people. They speak Kinyarwanda. The Tutsi people who are staying in Uganda, in Singiro district, are Ugandans. Those that speak Kinyarwanda. The Tutsi people who are born in Congo, the Banyamulenge, those are Congolese. They are born in Congo.
Yeah.
Then the Tutsi people who are staying in Rwanda, those are Banyarwandans. Can't you see? You could be speaking the same language.
Yet you're in different countries. You're citizens of different countries.
The Burundians, the Rwandese, the Banyamulenge in Congo, and then those Tutsi people in Singiro in Uganda, different nationalities but the same language.
Yeah.
Even across here in Congo, I've got my cousin brothers in Congo. They are Congolese, Mwamba. They call them Collectivité di Batalingi. In Kinshasa, they call them a handful of the people of Butalinga. Collectivité di Batalingi. Mwamba from Uganda, but we speak the same language,
but different
nationalities.
Yeah.
We had one leader in Kenya, was a minister, and the younger brother in Uganda was a minister in Museveni's regime. You remember that leader? He was called. He was a minister in Museveni's regime.
Yeah.
Museveni's regime.
Yeah, I'm forgetting.
And his elder brother was a minister in the Kenyan government.
Yeah.
But because they were brothers, the other born on the other side was a Kenyan.
This one was born the other.
This one born in Uganda.
Ugandan.
Yeah. We have Kakwaz of Sudan. Southern Sudan, there are some Kakwaz. This language of former dictator Idi Amin Dada, whom they call a dictator,
yeah,
but he was not really a dictator. There are some Kakwaz in Congo. They are called Kakwaz of Congo. They are Kakwaz of Southern Sudan. Then Kakwaz of Uganda, Koboko. But then they are of different countries, different citizenships, but different nationalities.
Even in Bakonzo, they are Bakonzo in Congo, Bakonzo in Uganda. Yeah, they are also Arul.
Yeah. Bakonjo of Uganda called Bakonjo. In Congo they call them Banande.
So all these are results of
the Arul people, Zombo. If you go to Zombo, the Arul of Uganda, the Arul of Congo. The Archbishop of the Democratic Republic of Congo is an Arul.
And we have Aruls in Uganda.
We have Aruls in Uganda. So we have some rural people they speak the same language. You can find the Luo people, the Luo, Barack Obama's tribe, the Luo, Kogero district, Kogero, Eastern Shore of Lake Victoria, they are Luo. They speak the same language with the Langis, with the Choris, the Japadolas of Tororo, and the Aru. So all those people, different districts, but different nations, different what they are citizens, where they are found born.
Yeah.
And to see. So I recommend that when you are born in a specific country, you are a citizen of that country. That's why there is that rift of President Tshisekedi fighting the Banyamulenge. He says these people in Goma, they are not Congolese. No, they are Congolese. They are born in Goma.
They were born in Congo.
They are born in Congo.
They are Congolese.
They are born in Congo. They are pure Congolese. If you could sit down, they come to a dialogue to speak to these people. Why are you fighting? Let us make a dialogue and form a Congolese government, the Democratic Republic of Congo. So I see these people trying to enter into this dispute. Other countries, maybe they want to take advantage of their Congolese property to deceive Kabila. Because that rift between Kabila and these people, they are brothers. The Banyamulenge and the Tshisekedi, they are brothers. Tshisekedi, the president of Congo DRC, and these people are brothers. They should sit down to settle their disputes because everybody is born in Congo. Those two see born in Burundi, they are Burundians. They are people of Burundi. They are Burundi people. Those born in Uganda, they are Ugandans. So one color, like a Dube said, different colors,
one people, different colors, one people.
Different. Don't you see that?
Yeah.
Like a Dube, South African musician. Yeah. Because if we try to eliminate all socialism, socialism, we could be together one people. There will be no wars. Iran fighting the Israelis, or the Israelis fighting Iran. There will be no more wars. Russia fighting this country. Sujui, the fighting Ukraine. Ukrainians, they are Russians.
Yeah.
The same names, but they are fighting each other because of that thing which I've just explained. Ukraine was part of Russia, the USSR. Before 1991. When 1991 they got a flag, they disintegrated from Russia. They are around 11 countries. They got the independent flags.
Yeah.
But we are one people. They are one people. If we come together and try to akasororo, in Africa we say akasororo.
Yeah.
Discriminations.
Yeah.
If we keep on discriminating each other, we shall keep on having more wars on the planet. And this planet, by the way, it is revolving, rotating around the sun on a radius of 93 million miles. But as it is rotating, people are fighting each other. So if we remove this discrimination, akasororo, we shall stop wars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Honorable Mujungu Musa. Mujungu Musa is the Honorable Councillor at the Bundibujo District Council. He's the special advisor to the Omdingia Wabwamba. He's a member of the district executive for Bundibujo District. He has served in the army. He has done so many things. By the way, I remember you. I saw you when you were working on the sculpture for late Kamala.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I was still young, but I would come and I would spend most of my time there watching you.
I'm an artist.
You're an artist as well.
I'm an artist. I've made very many sculptures. I'm a carpenter trained by Nakawa Vocational Training Institute, JICA, Japan International Corporation Agency. I'm a professional carpenter 2 years, 1999-2001. Then again, I'm an army veteran. I served in the NRA, Ugandan Army, Ugandan National Army, from 1986, demobilized 1995. Now I'm on pension, I got my graduate. I participated in the Lakwena insurgency in eastern Uganda. Lakwena was trying to top Museveni's government, but we had to fight her. She fled to Kenya and died in the Kenyan internally displaced camp in 1987. I was together with Afande Wijema, Afande Shefali. I was in 11th Battalion original, and Afande Shefali, though he died, was a close friend of mine. Afande Wijema was Deputy Minister of Defense by then, who was the one commanding us, and Shefali by then, my commanding officer.
I think
I went to Somalia again to fight the Al-Shabaab.
Sure.
I went to Somalia under Ugandan 11 plus, 2013, 2014. I participated in Somalia. I got my 2 medals. I've got my 2 medals.
I think when we come next time, we shall have to talk about your life as a soldier.
Yeah.
Because I have a feeling that it's a very long story.
Okay.
As you've said, you've served with the Regimas, and it has to be a very interesting conversation.
Yes.
So thank you so much.
Again, in Amin's regime, I worked in Amin's regime. I was working at the Uganda Muslim Supreme Council, working under Captain Moroto, in charge of collecting rent from the tenants. You see, Idi Amin Dada had allocated houses to the party, the Asian Custodian Board, and for us, we are controlling the houses, property of the Uganda Muslim Supreme Council. So my boss, Captain Moroto, was not controlling that money, and was working underneath him and organizing passports. Those people are going to Egypt from Maka to escort them and bring them back. He had one time told me to be escorting him to Maka, to take people to Maka and bring them back. But unfortunately, the government was stopped in 1979. Before
you could go.
Yeah, so I worked with the Idi Amin Dada's government. I remember I used to swim with the president to swim at Sheraton Hotel, but then called the Kampala International Hotel. Me, I'm a very good swimmer.
Sure.
I used to swim in Nyakasura School for Potro. Most boys whom I studied together with at Nyakasura School, 1975 senior 4, know me as a very, very good swimmer. I used to crawl from Nyakasura School. I could go to the Crater Lakes for Potro and swim across the Crater Lakes. Then from there, I used to swim with the Idi Amin Dada at Sheraton Hotel.
So you would swim from here, and Amin would also swim from here.
Competition. we could crawl freestyle. I tell you, after my hobbies are swimming, football. Now I'm elderly, but I still swim. But football, I'm old. I no longer play football. I used to play Kijana. So my hobbies, number 1 is swimming. Number 2, to read world history.
Yeah.
Most of Ugandan history. Just like that.
So, like I said, when we come back, we shall have to talk about your life as a soldier through the Amin's regime, then up to Museveni's regime and everything, even through your political career. I guess it will be a very interesting conversation. Thank you so much.
I will talk to you about Museveni's bravery, how he survived at the Kabamba, and then how he survived on the 17th of September 1972.
You were in the army.
No, I was not there. I will narrate that story. How we survived in 1972, attacking Idi Amin Dada's government in Makenke barracks. It narrowly survived. It is God who allowed him to go back to Tanzania. He's a very brave president. Very, 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 very brave. I like him of his braveness. He survived on the 17th of September 1972, survived the Kabamba attack, survived all his friends like Martin Mwesugwa was killed in Mbale, survived this Utamaguzi incident, Utamaguzi, who was butchered by because so all those stories, I like his braveness.
That will be a very interesting story.
Yeah, thank you very, very, very much.
So thank you so much, viewers of Wamba TV. Thank you so much for having us, and thank you so much for giving us all this time. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. For those who haven't yet subscribed, please do, because this is the one way of making us grow and also helping us reach even more people. Thank you, and thank you so much. See you in the next one.